October 13th, Friday, day 7. We are into the 7th day, and in this day, we're seeing what I call cleanup operations. You have no choice, you have to do so. They brought in so many weapons and booby traps, let alone all of the aspect of the death and destruction, that the IDF is continuing with that, including at this stage, the Israeli government officials coming down, going around, trying to figure out how you rebuild 30 Israeli communities that were demolished, devastated. That's cleanup operations. At the same time, Israel is continuing the attacks against all of the different Hamas rocket caches, rocket launchers, anti-tank missiles, command and control, all of these different sites inside the Gaza Strip. And it isn't something that you do a list and you're done with. This is something that takes time. All of us, though, are now on the edge of the next stage. And that's the ground operation, which goes sadly and harshly hand in hand with the Israeli and international hostages. When Hamas came in, butchering, murdering in all of these different communities, killing the father and mother, taking the 2 kids, killing the kids, taking the parents, all of these different pictures, et cetera, that have come out. You can't say et cetera about things like this. You just have to think about them for a moment. They took whoever was out there, and they took international. We have from 40 different countries, from Thailand and the Philippines, from the United States and from France, from Germany and from Spain. You have hostages that are inside the Gaza Strip. Hamas is a terror organization. They did that to terrorize us. They took the hostages, what? To try to impact us, Israel. They took these hostages and they are impacting the world. There's no time in history that we can think of an event where they come in, kill, murder, and take such an enormous amount of hostages into that arena. The ground operation is supposed to achieve 2 different things at the same time. One is you need to restore deterrence. When I say restore, this isn't about the deterrence to Hamas. We're attacking Hamas. But we have our northern border. On the other side of the northern border in Lebanon is Hezbollah. Hezbollah and Hamas are similar. Only Hezbollah is 10 times more powerful, 10 times more terrorist operatives, let alone the weaponry and the capabilities that they get directly from Iran. So here we are on the 7th day. What can we look forward? The ground operation is something that you go in and do systematically. It is hard. It is ugly. What Israel did is give advance notice to the northern Gaza Strip and said, you have to leave. We're giving advance notice. That doesn't make us holier than thou. It means that we have morality and we understand that those are civilians. And Hamas immediately said, Israel's bluffing. We're not bluffing. And then they said, you can't leave, because they use their own civilians as human shields. It's very much cut up inside each other. So I said that the ground operation does 2 things. One is the deterrence, and that's not just the deterrence to Hamas, if at all, it's much more about Hezbollah. But the second thing is about the hostages. I have no words to say about the hostages. Go and look at that. There are enough websites nowadays that are putting up the pictures of these missing people from a music festival, from different communities in and around the Gaza Strip, who saw everybody around them murdered and then were yanked into the Gaza Strip. The only way to get to them is through a ground operation. I think that tomorrow is going to be worse. Hamas is going to use them. Hamas is going to show them. Hamas is going to murder them. We have to get back deterrence, and we need to get to the hostages.